Osman Shoaib. I live in Multan. I passed my DI mechanical from City Multan, and after it, I passed my 4 years degree mechanical from UT Lahore. I have joined that job since 2015 till now, and I want to discuss with you on a different topic. Today's my new topic is how to set boundaries in relationships and stay true to yourself. What does setting boundaries in relationships mean to you? Tell me, ChatGPT.
Absolutely. Setting boundaries in relationships essentially means defining clear limits on what is acceptable and what isn't to protect your own well-being. It involves communicating your needs, limits, and expectations clearly, and it helps maintain healthy and respectful interactions. It's really about preserving your own mental and emotional health while still being respectful of others. If you like, we can dive deeper into specific strategies or examples.
Why are personal boundaries important for healthy relationships?
Personal boundaries are super important because they help maintain a healthy balance between your own needs and the needs of others. They allow you to protect emotional and mental well-being, reduce stress, and prevent burnout. Boundaries also help foster mutual respect and trust in relationships, whether they're personal or professional, ultimately lead to more authentic and fulfilling connections.
How can someone identify when their boundaries are being crossed? What are the common signs of weak or unclear boundaries? Tell me, ChatGPT.
Absolutely. Some common signs that boundaries are unclear include feeling overwhelmed or drained, constantly feeling resentful, or even having difficulty saying no. Other indicators might be guilty for setting limits or noticing that others frequently take advantage of your time and energy. Another sign is you often feel confused or anxious about your interactions. Recognizing these signs is the first step to establishing clearer and healthier boundaries.
How can a person communicate their boundaries confidently? What role does self awareness play in setting boundaries?
Communicating boundaries confidently often involves being clear, direct, and assertive while also being reasonable. It helps to use I statements like I feel or I need to express your feelings without placing blame. It's also important to be consistent and follow through on your boundaries. And when it comes to fairness, it's all about mutual respect, understanding. Important to listen actively and be open to negotiation so that boundaries are fair and balanced for everyone involved. It's definitely a skill that gets stronger with practice.
How can someone stay true to themselves while maintaining connection with others? What are some of emotional boundaries in relationships? Tell me.
Balancing a certain with maintaining connection really comes down to communication and empathy. It's all about your needs clearly, but also listening and being receptive to the other person's perspective. It's definitely possible to be assertive while also being kind and compassionate. For examples of emotional boundaries that can include things like not tolerating emotional manipulation, limiting the amount of personal information you share with others, or setting expectations around how you're treated during conflicts. Another example could be deciding how much time and energy you're willing to invest in certain relationships and making sure those boundaries are respected. It's all about finding that balance that keeps you emotionally healthy.
How can time boundaries help improve your personal well being? How do boundaries contribute to mutual respect between partners? Why do some people feel guilty when setting boundaries? Tell me, Jackie.
Boundaries definitely boost personal well-being by reducing stress, preventing burnout, and helping you maintain a healthy balance between your own needs and others. When you have clear boundaries, you're more likely to feel empowered and in control, which can lead to better mental health and overall health. In relationships, boundaries help build trust and respect. They allow both partners to understand each other's limits and needs, which strengthens the relationship. It creates a safe space where both people feel valued and understood. As for why some people feel guilty setting boundaries, often stems from a fear of disappointing others or worrying about conflict, cultural norms, or past experiences can also play a role. Key is to remember that setting boundaries is an act of self-care and ultimately benefits everyone involved. If you have any specific scenarios in mind, we can definitely dive deeper into those as well.
How can Cultural or family expectations impact personal boundaries. How can guilt be managed or overcome when creating boundaries?
Absolutely. Cultural and family expectations can really shape how we view boundaries. In many cultures or families, there may be strong expectations of putting others' needs first or avoiding conflict, which can make it challenging to set personal boundaries. Sometimes there's pressure to conform or fear of being judged or rejected. To manage or overcome guilt helps to remind yourself that setting boundaries is a form of self-respect and self-care. It's not about being selfish, but rather about maintaining healthy and respectful relationships. It can also help to seek support from people who understand and respect your needs and to practice self-compassion. Over time, as you see the
How can someone reassess and adjust boundaries over time? How can boundaries protect your personal identity and values? Tell me, ChatGPT.
adjusting boundaries over time is definitely a natural process. As circumstances change or as you grow and learn about yourself, you may find that your boundaries need to shift. It's important to regularly reflect on what feels right and make adjustments as needed. Open communication and being flexible are key. Boundaries also play a huge role in shaping and protecting your identity and values. By setting your boundaries, you define what's important to stand for. This helps you stay true to yourself and ensures that your relationships and interaction lie with your core beliefs. Over time, as you read boundaries, you build a stronger sense of self and a more authentic life. If you ever want to deeper into specific examples or scenarios, I'm here to help.
What role does self-respect play in boundary setting? How can someone help others understand and respect their limits? Tell me, ChatGPT.
In setting boundaries, the role of communication is absolutely crucial. Being clear and direct about your limits is key. It helps to use respectful, non-confrontational language and to explain why these boundaries are important to you. It's also helpful to be consistent in enforcing them so people know what to expect. To help others understand and respect your limits, it can be beneficial to approach the conversation with empathy and patience, acknowledge their perspective, try to find a balance that works for both parties. Sometimes it also helps to set boundaries gradually, allowing people time to adjust. The end, building mutual respect and understanding is a continuous, and it definitely pays off in the long run.
How can strengthen emotional intimacy? What advice would you give to someone who wants to start setting boundaries? Tell me, ChatGPT.
Great questions. Boundaries can actually strengthen emotional intimacy because they create a foundation of trust and respect. Both people know and respect each other. It creates a safe space where ability can flourish, helps ensure that both partners feel valued, and it prevents resentment from up. Ultimately, healthy boundaries help both people feel safe and connected. As for advice on starting to set boundaries, I'd recommend beginning with small steps. Start by reflecting on what your needs and values are, and then communicate them clearly and kindly. It can also help to set boundaries gradually, allowing yourself and us time to adapt. Remember to be patient with yourself and frame to seek support from trusted or professionals. Over time, you'll find that setting boundaries becomes more natural and empowering.
Okay, give me the summary of how to set boundaries in a relationship and stay true to yourself in one line.
Absolutely. At the heart of it, setting boundaries really comes down to self-awareness, clear communication. It's about knowing what you need to feel respected and safe, and then expressing that to others honestly and kindly. It's also important to be consistent and to be gentle with yourself as you learn and grow. Uh, Over time, these boundaries help you be true to yourself and build healthier, more fulfilling connections. if you want to dive deeper into specific strategies or
Okay, thank you,
scenarios,
ChatGPT, to talk with me.